news, we break it all down. The Vault Studio, the best show in town. Let's show in town, let's show in town. Lights on, mic check, game time, let's go. Jay George, Scotty running the show. Rock on the mix, keeping it tight. NFL talk every day, every night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Vault Studio live show. I'm joined in studio by a couple of weapons. I've got Big Spanakopter and his huge muscles and medium-sized quads, and I've got Big Quad Scotty over there getting it done. Why do you seem like
medium quads? Big love muscle though.
Big,
what that noted.
big love. Now you won't see Tommy in the studio tonight, but he is here. We've worked out he's a.
We figured out how the internet works.
Yeah, we've worked it out. So Tommy he's in the StreamYard. He's running the show from his humble abode. And shout out to Lockie Kemp with the first comment again. Fire McDermott. Outstanding from him.
He's nothing but consistent. I like that.
He
Shout
is.
out Lockie.
He really doesn't like, for a team that 8-4. He's really upset with his coach.
Welcome to the Philly show.
Yeah, I was just about to say. You're right in Philly territory right there.
Yeah, pretty fair. And shout out to our sponsors, the Sporting Globe, Churnside Park. Make sure you download the app, change your sponsorship to the Vault Studio in the app, and then get in there, buy some meals. I got my voucher for my birthday, which was cool, so I have to get in there and spend that and way more.
That's pretty cute.
It is pretty cute. It is very nice.
How old are you turning? 37.
37, yeah.
Shit.
37 years young. Today.
Is it your birthday today?
Yeah, it is.
That's cute.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Why did I think it was the 9th of December?
No, because you're a shit friend.
I was
To be
going to say
fair-
something, but I was just wondering if your actual friends that see you every, second day would have said something. But
Happy birthday.
Nah.
mate.
Yeah. No.
I still won't.
My kids forgot. Everyone forgot.
Also, you're a grown man. Who cares?
Hey, I
Exactly.
bought
You
you
know
a
what?
bottle of vodka for your birthday.
You know what? That was fair work for fair pay. And we won't get into the work we did at Scotty's house.
Anyone at
yesterday.
work cover?
Yeah. Anyone who saw me and Scotty putting in a beam at his house yesterday, and if you called work cover, fuck you guys.
You didn't. If you
But
saw
also
them, you
valid.
didn't.
No, we've got an absolute wild show tonight. Let's start with the game recap,
Fucking dog, I swear.
which was
There's going to be some
Shout
Michael Vick references going
Shout
out.
out Lockie.
start with the Dallas Cowboys, who could not get it done over the Detroit Lions, going down 44-30. Turns out the defense was only solid because they were playing two pretty average or three pretty average offenses because the Lions did whatever the hell they wanted.
They definitely got their offense rolling. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I think we said that they're going to feed Gibbs, and Gibbs can do some damage to this team, and he did. He's just a premier player.
Even like when it not by design, like just the checkdowns or like the option routes or swings or whatever it is for the protection. He's just like, Goff goes, read one, read two, Oh, I'll just check it down to Gibbs for 10 yards easy.
He's been feasting on those all year, though. Those
Yeah.
little checkdowns and then making yak. He's been loving it all year. So I'm not really surprised that he could do it against a softer defense like Dallas.
No, you don't have to. It's not implied.
No, it's just soft. They're a very bad tackling team. They've still got, like, Wilson can't even get a game he can't even get on the park for them at linebacker, which I think he might just be done.
Yeah.
I don't care about the trade for him. It was worth a swing to see what he could do.
True.
But he can't get on the park. Overshawn's obviously a really good linebacker, but he's still a bit underdone. You can tell his energy's outstanding. His effort is outstanding, but he's missing a few tackles here and there. He's just missed a lot of football. The defensive line could not generate any pressure on Goff. Like that was the big difference in this game. In particular, interior, they could not generate pressure.
And the problem with that is though that if Goff has clean time in the pocket, he's just gonna dissect, man. It's as simple as that.
And Amon-Ra St. Brown played, which made just such a massive difference. I thought he wasn't going to play when we talked about it on Wednesday, but obviously a few days in between he was able to get right, which it's good for the Lions. This was a much needed win for the Lions.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, like they would get, like, if it was a corner dog game for them.
Well, whoever lost this game's effectively eliminated from playoffs.
Yes. Yeah.
I know mathematically they would have a chance. The Cowboys have a chance, but effectively you've been eliminated.
Well, the Cowboys, now their only chance is division, and they're relying on the Eagles, who are, if the Eagles win, they're 2.5 games in front. So you're relying on a team to absolutely collapse down the stretch, and you've got to win most of your games too.
Which is not beyond the realms of possibility, by the way. But
I think it's more of a chance that the Eagles struggle down the stretch than the Cowboys are able to win every single game.
Sure.
Because they still got to play Washington twice. So Washington once, they're probably going to lose a
Daniels
game to
is back
Washington.
this week.
And Daniels is back, so they'll probably lose a game to Washington because they rarely sweep. I can't see them going they're They've lost to the Eagles only in the division. They've beaten the Giants twice. Giants twice? No, they've got to play the Giants again with Dart. So they beat them with Russell Wilson, who put 44 points on them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So Dart should be able to do a bit more against them because I think he's a better player. So I think the Cowboys, I think this was, honestly, it felt like, I was glad they fought hard. They did try. Like Prescott, he had 2 interceptions. And the difference in this game, but neither of the interceptions were his fault. One was a really good defensive play from Reed, who perfect placement, popped the hand inside, ball popped up. Like that was just a great play. And the second interception, it was almost a fumble. Like he ripped it out of the guy's hands after he caught it. Ferguson had a fumble, but the difference was that the Lions went to the red zone 3 times and scored 3 touchdowns. Cowboys went 3 times and scored 1 touchdown. That was, and then turned the ball over once as well. That was the difference.
And the turnovers directly went to scores as well, which didn't hurt.
And then every time the Cowboys would score to make it a 7-point game, especially in the fourth quarter, the Lions just went bang, 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 touchdown.
I think it was
see you later.
It got to a 3-point game.
No, the closest it was 7. So they kicked a field goal. They scored a touchdown. You're right, to make it 3.
Yeah.
And then the Lions scored immediately after it on the Jameson Williams deep ball. And they ran it in.
Yeah, the deep in. Yep.
And then Cowboys got down and again to the red zone, kicked a field goal to make it a 1-score game. And the Lions just went bang and scored another touchdown straight away. And then Prescott got the interception where the guy ripped it out of his hands. But that's the difference with good teams. Good teams score in the red zone. Good teams' defenses make stops when they need to, regardless of whose fault those turnovers were. That was the Lions at the end of the game in particular, turning that ball over, winning the game and ending it there, and taking the sniff out of it from the Cowboys. And that's what good teams do when they're under pressure or when they're in big moments. They make plays and they win football games. And that's where the Cowboys are just a tier below these top teams. They're just that one level below where they cannot make the stops when they need to. And when they need to score something on offense and they need to do something, they make dumb mistakes.
And they can't generate turnovers, which is a tough thing as well.
They generate almost 0 turnovers. I think they're the worst turnover team in the league other than the Jets.
Oh, yeah, well, the Jets
haven't had an interception this season. That's how bad they are.
Their first turnover in the year came not last week, the week before.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. So they're not flying. But I said as much as I would have loved the Cowboys to win, don't get me wrong, I think there's some hope for the Cowboys in the future. Their season's done, in my opinion, but they've put some strong building blocks now that I can see a path forward and see how this team can compete again.
Sure.
And that's exciting as a fan to see that they're actually trying to compete. But there's nothing worse than your team just being eliminated in week 4 and you're like, oh, this season's over. What's the point of watching? Like,
the Saints have entered the chat.
Well, I had it was Cowboys fans saying, what a waste beating the Eagles and the Chiefs. And, they should have just lost those games and got a better draft pick. I'm like, that's the shittest way to look at your team.
Yeah.
You should always want your team to compete and win football games. Like, I would want my team to be a 1-win team in the last game of the season, knock someone off and lose the first. Like, I would love that.
That whole narrative of losing to get a better pick is a loser's mentality.
That's what shit franchises do, and it never works.
That's what the Titans, that's what those shit teams do. And
that's what the Mavs should do.
Always should.
In the basketball, it's a bit different because you get one really good player in the basketball and you're back, right?
Yeah.
You get an elite player and you're back alive because there's only 5 on the court. So football's just very different.
Still a loser's mentality. I don't care
what sport it is. But I was glad for Detroit because I think they're too good a team to be not a playoff team. And this win, with a bit of pressure on them, Cowboys were going the right direction. A lot of the media thought that Detroit were in trouble. And I think they just kind of went, no, we're still Detroit. We're still pretty good. Goff can still play. We're still a dominant offense. Our O-line can still – Penei still put on an absolute clinic for them on the O-line.
He struggled the last couple of weeks too.
He was awesome. And like a lot of that, he's playing against some lesser opposition, but you can only play who you're playing against. So and
Brian Branch, I think, tore his Achilles in the fourth quarter.
That's a shame.
Disappointing. Right. I love Brian Branch.
Yeah,
so that's now Branch and Joseph.
Well, Detroit now have the most starters out from injury in the league. The second most, I can't remember who the other team is, but the second most from another team, which it's again
Chargers.
The Chargers. Sorry, that's right, Tommy. Good call. Yeah, but it's the second amount of injured players now, and it said. If they can make the playoffs, awesome. I want them in the playoffs because I think they can do some damage still, but it's looking uphill for them to win a Super Bowl.
Oh, I don't think they can win a Super Bowl.
No, they'd have to get a lot of things going their way when it comes to...
They get Laporta back that unlocks their offense, but I don't know on defense.
Laporta's out for the year, man. He's not coming back this year.
No, I think he's due to come back and maybe for playoffs.
Right. Second last week, I think.
Everything I've read is he's out for the year.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
You might be right.
I'm happy to be wrong, obviously.
I can look.
Because he's good on wanting to play, but I'm pretty sure he's out for the year.
But again, shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown because he was definitely not healthy.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And just it was like he knew he had to play. And a lot of the Branch was underdone too, and it cost him in the end. But, you know, those guys knew the importance of this game.
Yep.
And again, that's what good teams and good players do. They make sure they're there when it matters the most. So,
and Amon Ra had 7 catches for 110 yards or something.
yeah, I think 5 of his catches were first downs,
Yeah.
which is what he does so well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Update on Laporta. Dan Campbell end of November said that's unlikely he's going to return this season.
okay, unlikely. That's not good then.
But just
all right,
quickly, before we move on,
Yeah.
do you take anything from Pickens' game this week? Because I've heard a few people sort of say it's Pittsburgh, Pickens, like
Yeah, he was
selling the
frustrated,
Cowboys.
and that's
Yeah.
he needs to be better when he's frustrated. But he was definitely frustrated. I think you got to understand that receivers as a core are a bit like that. Like we've seen CD Lamb be frustrated a lot in the past as well. Like obviously AJ Brown, other guys, Tyreek Hill, not talking on his on-field stuff. He's been the same. It kind of goes with the territory with good receivers. They get frustrated when they can't get the ball because they can't control it, right? If they're not getting the ball, they can't just. If you're a running back, right, you can just keep getting fed it until something breaks for you. If you're a quarterback and you're struggling, you've got all the opportunity to make it right. Whereas if you're a receiver, you have to get the ball given to you. And if a team wants to take you out of the game, and shout out to Detroit, they did not want him to beat them. They definitely schemed those slant routes that he ran a lot and how he wins inside all the time. And you could tell the corners were like, you're not beating us inside. You're not getting inside of us.
And Dak just didn't have the time for anything else.
And just didn't have the time, the pressure. And like Tyler Guyton not playing made a massive difference. The backup left tackle struggled
Did he ever?
quite dramatically. He was pretty bad actually, which against Aiden Hutchinson most of the time you're going to do that.
Well, Hutchinson was a bit quiet as well.
Yeah, but he hit the pressures were there. You could see Prescott was constantly trying to get away from him. Like I personally think Prescott played really, really well again. I don't think he was in any way the reason they lost. Like most games, you put up 30 points, you're going to win.
I don't think he played. I don't even think the Cowboys played that well badly. I just think they were just overmatched.
Yeah, they're just a tier below Detroit. That's what they are.
That's all it is.
And I said we said 2 weeks ago, and I think I said it on Wednesday night. The wins against the Chiefs and the Eagles are great, but what's going to cost them is those early losses to the Bears and to the Cardinals in particular, and the Panthers. Those games hurt you now. If you have those 3 wins banked up, you're still in a good position to make the playoffs, and they don't have them. So that's their own fault. They knew the tough schedule was coming. They did a great job beating a couple of good teams over the last couple of weeks, and it's time. Fancy not having Shane Weller. Fancy not having a Packers helmet in the shot. Shane, it's actually one of the helmets I don't have. There's 4 teams I haven't got yet. Trust me, doing everything I can to get a Packers helmet. Very, very hard to get the Packers ones. So,
someone good anyway.
Yeah, someone good. Like you can get, I won't say bad players, but you can get some pretty crappy players. But some good guys, they're very hard to get.
Don't worry, I'm on the show and there's still no Seattle one. I'm feeling your pain.
Seattle's even harder unless you want a Russell Wilson, which there's 14,000 of them in the things you can buy. But there's just not. I don't want a Russell Wilson.
No.
I want a Cam Chancellor, and he doesn't sign anything because he's a legend.
Cam Chancellor too.
Yeah. So all right, let's get to our first preview.
We
Which
can go for a big divisional game. We've got
what we got?
Chicago Bears at Green Bay.
This is almost, in terms of records of the team and placement of the teams, like if Green Bay win this, they go to the 1 seed in the NFC potential. Well, I think they will be the 1 seed. 100%.
Yeah, they will be. So they have the tiebreaker.
It's in Lambeau. Chicago, I said the tests now coming for them. They've had some good wins over the last few weeks, but I don't think they've played a Green Bay yet. I believe Green Bay touched them up earlier in the season.
No, they play them twice.
Oh, that's right. They're the one they haven't played.
Yeah,
they play them twice. So this is a big test. This
Detroit touched them up earlier.
Detroit beat them week 2 after Green Bay got them.
Yeah.
So Green Bay, they've swept Detroit now. If they go in and sweep Chicago, which I think they can do, and it starts this week, I think the division's theirs. I do think they're going to win the division, Green Bay. But Shane Weller's just let us know Reed back, so look out. Reed's a really good in. Is Golden back? I heard rumors he might be back.
I hadn't seen anything on Golden.
I hope.
I think their offense is sort of, you almost don't want to have another inclusion again because now they've got Watson.
Watson's playing well too,
and he's sort of taken that Tucker Kraft role of the shallow routes and all that sort of stuff, and then he's also a deep threat. So I think Chicago has been good against a run, but when Green Bay want to run the ball and make that their identity, they're almost unstoppable.
Yeah,
and I think if they can get that going, they're going to win this comfortably.
This is a real test for Chicago. This is and Johnson will want this, so he'll want this win. He'll want it on his CV.
When he left the Bears, when he left the Lions, he said he left the Lions to go to the Bears to beat the Packers twice a year.
Yeah, twice a year. That's right. Yeah.
That is
In saying that though, just remember, Green Bay own the fucking Bears.
Yeah.
Like it became a running joke with Aaron Rodgers. Like
Yeah.
became when he'd do the belt in the end zone. He'd hit what they changed the Wikipedia to the Chicago Bears are owned by Aaron Rodgers every
Yep.
time they beat him.
Yep.
I think he's only lost to them once in his 15 or 16 year career in Green Bay. So, and Jordan Love, I don't think he's lost to the Bears yet. I could be wrong, but I don't believe he's lost to them yet. So
The only
what's a
difference is-
matcha?
a matcha is a
Oh, is that the purse?
no, a matcha is like
It's like a drink.
a drink.
Flavor.
It's like a coffee, flavored coffee.
Oh, that
It's got
is
those
so
It's like
gay.
those yeah, well, yeah. It's like what? Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. It's one of those green drinks that all the ladies.
Can I say one thing? I've had one before. Quite tasty. The
Shut
matcha.
up.
I'm just saying, it's quite tasty. Sue me. It was. I was having a bad day. I actually ordered. They gave me the wrong drink, and I'd already driven off. But I was like,
We're trying
"Oh,
to
you're
talk about
kidding me!"
football.
And I
You know
drank
what?
it. I was like, "Delicious."
Not even Batman could beat that information.
You know what? I'm a different sort of cat. I'm a different sort of cat.
That I can agree with. Go back to my point. Chicago will be up for this game.
I
Say
think
what you
so.
want
Oh, yeah.
about Chicago, like who they've beaten and the soft schedule and whatever. Ben Johnson will have this team ready to fucking roll.
And
They will go into Lambeau and they will hit them in the mouth. And if Green Bay are even 5% off, they're going to lose this game. I'm telling you now.
if Green Bay are 5% off, it shows they're not serious because if you're going in, it doesn't matter what you think of the Chicago Bears, right? It does not matter what their reputation's been in the past. Right now, they're 9-3. They're the number one team in the NFC.
Exactly.
So if Green Bay go into that game thinking, "Oh, we're just playing your dad's Chicago Bears," you're not. You're playing
You're
a
not.
new beast.
You're not.
They're well coached. They're polished offensively.
There's pre-Ben Johnson and there's post-Ben Johnson era.
Yes, and this
now
is.
this is the Ben Johnson
And
era. They're a completely different team.
I think so. And again, shout out to Shane Weller. Thanks for all the comments, man. Really appreciate it. You watch Parsons ball out. He'll want to show he's a real Packer and we hate the Bears. I think so too. I think he has fully embraced the Packer mentality, Parsons, which
Yep.
doesn't surprise me at all. That's the
As
sort
he
of
should.
guy
They're
he
paying
is.
him a shitload of money.
Yeah.
As he should.
But he's on
Sorry,
12 and a half
good-
sacks this season. Sorry, Tom, what was that?
I saw a good stat this week that if the Bears lose this game and other results go against them, they could drop from the 1st seed to the 7th seed in the
Yeah, I
NFC.
saw that.
Oh,
That-
really? Wow. Well, there you go.
That is wild.
So
That's-
Paul, we
that's
can't
football.
say that one on.
we can do not put Paul Egan's. All your comment is accepted, and we agree. But also, we cannot put that up on the show.
No.
Outstanding.
Shout out to Paul.
Shout out to Paul. Well done. Paul's a Steelers fan.
Yeah,
so
but yeah,
probably in a world of
Green
hurt.
Bay better be ready. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm taking Green Bay.
Yeah, I think Green Bay.
Yep.
Chuck's
Green Bay.
deep
All
throat
right,
news
let's
to
hit the
be
next
in
game. Another
Yeah, go for
division game. Probably just as
Oh, the
important.
big one. This is the biggest one. I'm glad Paul's here for this. We've got the
This
Pittsburgh
is-
Steelers going
this
to the
is-
Baltimore Ravens.
This is shit or go home, this game, because the loser is out of playoff contention.
Can I say, I actually think, this sounds crazy, man. I think the Ravens are a much better team, but I think Pittsburgh have played better than the Ravens the last few weeks. I think the Ravens have been a very poor team. the
I think
last
that's
few
very
weeks.
fair,
Yeah,
actually.
they have. They've been
Yeah.
very, very average. And their record suggested, obviously, they've had the injuries and whatever. But yeah, Lamar has not looked anywhere near his best
He's on the injury report this week again as well.
for being soft.
I don't know.
Okay.
No, I think it's just his lingering hamstring.
It's
But he
an
was
ankle.
his ankle now, is it? Yeah, it's his first time on the report for a while. Well, I think Baltimore are the more talented team, but from what we've seen of the Ravens this year, they've been the more talented team a lot, and they've really just got over the line over some pretty crappy teams the last
They have,
few weeks. And
yeah.
then who did they lose to last week? The Bengals last week they lost to, which was Joe Burrow coming back. Or you could almost give him a pass for that.
Bullshit.
Division-
Also prime time.
Pass for that.
Or you can give him a pass for a quarterback returning, which is we already said that's a bump, right? It's a division game. Like they rarely sweep the Bengals. It's always tight.
Right, the
And it
Bengals
was
have-
at the Bengals, wasn't it?
No, it was in
It
Baltimore.
was in Baltimore, I think.
Home against one of the worst defenses in the league, and you want to give them a pass? Come on, James.
I'm saying we can give them a pass for the situation.
I'm
right?
not.
But if they lose this game, there's no more passes because I think if they lose this game, it reinvigorates Pittsburgh and probably lets them run it probably means they're going to win the division. Pittsburgh,
Sure. Yeah, like
It
I think
reinvigorates the Bengals as well. I reckon.
yeah,
they're
and keeps the
sneaky-
Bengals alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're only like a game at that point. Then they're only be a game behind.
The problem is that one of the Bengals will almost want to draw here, which is very very unlikely. But the Bengals are 2 games behind both of them. Unfortunately, one of them's going to win. So if the Bengals, they're still going to be chasing. But I think the Bengals play Pittsburgh again Do they still play Pittsburgh a couple of times or
They played
Wait,
one
they-
more time. I'm pretty sure.
one more time? So
No,
they've
I
got-
think they've already played him twice. Remember, Joe Flacco had the massive game against them,
yeah, I think that's the
and
only
then
time.
they played it again a couple of weeks later, and Steelers beat them.
Oh, you might be right. Actually, you
Yeah,
might be
you're
right.
It was like 2 or 3 weeks in between the games.
Yeah. In saying that, the Ravens should win this game, but this is a feisty one. It is an absolute feisty one, and I'm taking Baltimore at home purely because it's at home.
Purely because it's at home. But if Steelers D line can get after Lamar,
Mhm.
watch out.
Especially if he's not 100%.
Which
Yeah.
he's not. He's not.
Yeah.
You're right.
He's
not.
definitely not 100%. I don't think he's been 100% since the first quarter of that Chiefs game, personally.
Yeah, agree.
And it wouldn't shock me if there's been something lingering for the entire season.
And Pittsburgh will know that, and they will want to get after
Chuck
him.
keeps deep throating his toy. He's already spewed.
Amazing.
He's a good dog.
He's got the whole
That-
leg of it in his
I
mouth.
think the Ravens also want to run the ball early because Pittsburgh are really good at stopping the run, and Derrick Henry hasn't been great the last few weeks. So I think that's
Yeah.
something that they need to worry about as well.
Yeah, I think
Absolutely.
they need to fit. They need to feed Henry. I think that's their key to winning this game. Personally, I think
Or
that's what's
Mitchell,
I think Mitchell needs to get some more snaps
He's-
as well.
bit more explosive.
Yeah, like, is anyone thinking Pittsburgh going to win though? Like honestly, if you had to like put your name to it, does anyone think Pittsburgh can do it?
Only because it's in Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only reason I'm not picking them.
And Tommy,
Nah.
you're a resident Baltimore man. How are you feeling?
Always nervous against the Steelers. It's like that rivalry game, no matter where they are on the table, you're always worried about the Pittsburgh game because even though his fans don't want him there, Mike Tomlin loves beating the Ravens and you know he'll be ready. And if they've got anything out of Aaron Rodgers being at Pittsburgh this year, he'll know that the only thing they want to do in a season is beat the Ravens. So hopefully that we don't get a old school Rodgers game and then he just goes lights out sort of thing.
I don't know if he's got that in him anymore.
He's got. I don't know if he could do it for a whole game, but he could do it for.
He's got
I
enough to beat the
in
Ravens.
five.
The Ravens defense isn't strong enough. If Rodgers is on for a half, they won't get it back, especially with how Lamar's been playing.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
fair. Pretty
That's
fair.
All right, what's our next game, Tommy boy?
I got Colts at Jacksonville.
This is another huge game, another huge division
Some
game.
good games this week.
Both 8-4. Both teams, like the Colts, are kind of descending at the moment as far as the season goes. Where they're
descending, but they're definitely wobbling a little.
Well, they've
Descending
lost
is-
3 out of their last
yeah,
4.
I'm just thinking in terms of win losses. Like the Jags have won 4 in a row, or it's definitely 3 in a row for the Jags, or 3 of the last 4,
Mm.
and the Colts are 1 of the last 4. So
Yeah.
it's certainly their seasons are kind of at this point going in different directions.
Yep.
I said we gave credit to Daniel Jones playing hurt last week. Like that's pretty incredible to play with a fracture in his leg, and he wasn't phenomenal, but he was good enough. And they only just lost last week to the Texans.
He wasn't the reason they lost.
No, not at all. But
Not
I
at
think the problem, this is the problem we have with the Colts, right? And we've called this for a while, that if they cannot get that dominant running game going, the team just doesn't look nearly as good. But if they get it going, they're pumping teams, right?
Mhm.
So Jacksonville are a strong defense. They're strong up front. I think it suits them, and I think they're playing well. And that's why I'm taking the Colts, because the Jags can't have nice things. Colts all the way. This is such a Jags game to lose. Everything's pointing in the direction for them. This is where they've traditionally just shit the bed and not played well.
No,
Yeah.
I think Jags will win this one.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I agree with Scott. I think now Liam Cohen's turning the ship around, man.
Yeah.
He's
I like
turning
Liam
around.
Cohen.
Yeah, so do I.
Duval.
I
like-
think
Goofy looking dude, but far out he can go.
Yep. I can't hear anything. You guys are muted.
an opportunistic defense that loves turnovers. They get 3 minimum.
Yeah, we know the Jags turnover. Every time they get more than they win the turnover, well, they win.
Yeah, they win.
So,
Yeah.
And shout out in fairness to Lawrence, like he doesn't turn the ball over a hell of a lot either.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah, I think Ethan keep the chains going a little bit. He hasn't been super effective running the ball, but he's might be like 16 touches for 90 yards or something like that. It's just enough to keep the time of possession and the chains rolling, and you put a little bit of scoreboard pressure on the Colts, force them. I think they've got a pathway to winning this game for sure.
yeah, I think the Colts will go
Right. I think both teams will have the same pathways. Whoever's going to get that running game going first and more consistently throughout the whole game.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, I think the home field advantage is no advantage at all.
What, you don't like the? Is it Jacksonville have that ship?
No, that's
That's
That's Tampa, yeah.
Ship's
Same state.
No, what I'm saying is
You're right, but it is the same
same state, yeah, but like kind of far apart. But anyway, yeah.
I was thinking the sequel.
Yeah. Whoever's running game going, that's it.
Yeah, I'm taking Colts.
Not Jackson.
No, right.
All right.
Because JTTs.
He's due for
We got
he's due for one, yeah. Fair enough.
Texans at the Kansas City
Time.
Chiefs.
Texans who would going to
Texans take the three. Let's move on.
who are going to put the final sword into the Kansas City Chiefs. They were 6 and 6.
They're already done, bro.
No, but then mathematically, if they lose a game mathematically, done.
Oh, Texans.
Yeah, I just said your favorite team, your second favorite team is the team who's playing the Chiefs this week. So it's the Texans. I think defensively they're going to
Maybe
make.
go for if it's Ravens. Chiefs.
Yeah, you hate Ravens.
No, the Ravens. Oh, that's completely false.
No.
Love them. Don't you dare tell me with that brush.
No, I'm
No.
I'm slopping you in Tara.
False. That's a false Tara.
No, I'm Tara now.
No,
You do not like the Ravens.
no, I don't. No. I don't. Not like the Ravens. Why upset? What I'm saying is they keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey boys,
Houston have
we're
more
just
than enough
getting
defense
some.
to combat anything that Kansas.
Can you hear me?
They can't Kansas can't run the ball.
Your sound's not great.
Mahomes is struggling. Mahomes is struggling all year. And I think that if they're waiting on Travis Kelce to have a throwback game 5 years ago to win this game, they're going to be sorely mistaken. Hunter and Anderson are going to be after Mahomes all game, and he's going to be running for his life. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Let us know if the audio is
No, the audio is pretty bad.
let me know. I'm taking the Texans to win this down the road. I think it's going to be a statement for them.
I think it's going to be an easy win, too, as a matter of fact.
I just think they can score enough to have an easy win, the Texans. Because the Chiefs defense is still pretty good.
Yeah, the Chiefs defense is still pretty good. I think the Chiefs win this one. Maybe because I think they can generate enough points and their defense is good enough to stop. Like, you need touchdowns to beat Chiefs. Doesn't matter how bad they are. You still need to put touchdowns on the board.
Should I win?
Yeah. Last week, yeah.
No. That'll be fine.
I'm taking the Texans just 'cause I think I want it, but it's not going to surprise me if the Chiefs get this done. At home, in Arrowhead, real corn. Looks like the corn the dog can be. That's how big James is fan.
The only way they can win this game is they can build that.
I think they can win this
Can you guys hear me?
game to make playoffs.
Yeah, I think playoffs is absolutely
You said they have to win out.
yes.
So they're going to win 5 in a row.
Yes.
That's not happen.
Well, it's pending on the results, but yeah.
Yeah, depending on a few results. So, like if the Jags and Colts somehow tied, helps. There's lots of things that can help.
Yeah.
They need, the bottom line is their future, their destiny's on their own hands, which is always tough for a football team. All right, let's go to the next game, Tommy. What do we got?
Can you hear me?
With some issues with audio.
No, I think
Yeah.
I'll do it right out.
It's real bad.
Ravens man's audio is okay. None of the three.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Paul's on fire.
Yeah,
Everyone
he's
can hear
like-
me, and
You're brilliant, so this is pretty
He's
easy.
true. He's better than
I know everyone in the show can
So
hear
am I.
me.
Okay, cool.
Jesus Christ, very well. Why not? Cool, my session. This is why you need to get them to sporting
Trying
way so we
to
can
get
find
audio sorted.
new shit.
Yeah, bad.
No, I think just we need to be Tommy in the building. So okay, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, we're up to. Let's do Washington at Minnesota. This could be a quick one. Doesn't really matter. All we're looking at is can any Minnesota quarterback actually play a high level?
No, next.
Are we taking Washington? Jane Daniels back, I believe.
Okay.
Daniel's back on this game.
Do I have to pick a winner?
Yeah, go for it.
There's no winner. The loser is anyone watching.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. I'm taking Vikings, but again, I go with
Nah,
there's no winner.
I have a feeling it's there. Wi-Fi guy.
Next game we have another Brits order. Miami Dolphins at the New York Jets. Dolphins, funnily enough, are still mathematically alive for the playoffs.
Yeah.
And their record, they could easily went out with their record. It's not a
Yeah.
tough run home for them.
Wow.
I think the Patriots is the toughest game. I don't think they're big.
I know you can all hear me. I'm
Beat
trying
the
to
Bills,
get
lost to
it
the Bills.
sorted.
He's got wheels tonight, Jimmy.
I don't know what's wrong with him.
We're,
Yeah, he's about to get thrown in the fucking bin. So I'm taking Miami. I think that's a bit too strong for the Jets.
Miami, I just suck.
Yeah, all taking Miami.
Yeah.
Next game, New Orleans Saints at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We're just trying to get the Wi-Fi
But
sorted.
Tampa getting healthy. Bucky will be back. They look good.
Bucky, you made difference from last
Run
time.
the ball. At least they've got some semblance of a run game now.
Yes.
Saints. They're not winning more games anyway. They're putting through like early.
Yeah. I think so too.
That's it. Tampa won't be. It's because they
need
want to
this.
get-
I actually need this.
Oh, Tommy's waving at us.
He's got no audio.
Look at your phone.
We've got no audio.
What
Look
phone?
at your phone.
Hold on. The audio is terrible.
Restart the light.
There's a Wi-Fi at JA's house.
Is it? I think on again.
Everyone can hear me.
Their Wi-Fi tight. Fuck, shout out like you can.
Yeah, it's fair.
Say how you sound like the looks like on the 70s Chinese kung fu. Pauline, you are feeding on fire. Oi, get away. Fucking wise, little shit.
We're just going to get it sorted, guys. I finally got their attention. Shouldn't be too long. Don't you love a good live stream? That's a pretty fair call, Lockie. Hey guys, won't be too long.
Let us know if the audio is not fixed.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's having a bit of technical issues tonight.
I think the main issue's been dog, to be honest.
There's
You
a
guys
few
hear
main
me
issues,
now?
but
Yeah, we got you now.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
you guys sounded horrible for about 5 minutes there, and I was talking to everyone; they could all hear me fine, and no, you guys could not be heard.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Okay.
great.
Hopefully it's good now.
So I say we go back to the game before the Minnesota game we were looking at.
Yeah,
It's
all right.
quite an important game because no one could hear you or understand you guys.
Please, let's do it. Yes, please.
Which
Which
Are you
was
calling, Tommy?
yeah, I got you now.
Cool.
I think we had Indianapolis and Jacksonville, which I think we just got the tail end of.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then I'm pretty sure we hit
It was
Kansas City
Texans,
Chiefs and Houston. Yep.
All
Go
right,
for it,
beautiful.
boys.
So I think we said obviously big corner dog game for the Chiefs, the biggest can be. They're still mathematically alive. This would all but end their season. Just now that we're rehashing it, on a side note for the Texans, this game is so important for them because another one of the Colts or Jags are going to win, right?
Correct.
So they need a win to stay in track with one of them, right?
Correct.
So-
if they
Well,
win, we'll put them a game behind.
And the Texans haven't played the Jags yet. Oh, they've only played them once.
I can't remember. I think they play them twice
Have
in
you
the
got your
last
schedule
2
up?
weeks.
Yeah, I got your schedule. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Right.
I think they've played each other. I think they've played them. I think they've played them, or they played them twice in the last 3 weeks. There's always a division rival you play
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
And
Texans had the Colts last week.
yep.
And then the week before that, they had the Bills.
No, have they got the Jags coming up?
Yeah, I think they do in like 2 weeks' time.
We've got a little doc here, and I love this. This is sharp from you, Jimmy.
Here we go. So
Texans. Nah, they've played them twice already.
Texans have played the Jags twice already. So they they played them 2 weeks ago. I'm pretty sure. I think they're the one loss that they're the one loss they've had lately. So yeah, they've got Chiefs, Cards, Raiders, Chargers, Colts, the Texans. So all fairly winnable considering the Chargers injury woes. Whereas the Colts,
that last game could decide the division, you know.
yeah, well, where the Colts have Jags, Seattle, Niners, Jags, Texans. So that's a really tough one.
I don't think they're playing playoffs.
They could genuinely be missing out.
Yep.
And then the Jaguars obviously have Colts this week, Jets, at Broncos, at Colts, and Titans. So it's going to come down to the wire. It's basically going to be whoever beats these. This week could be the ultimate week for who wins this division. Because if Houston lose and then the Jags or Colts win, like if the Jags win in particular with their run home, they're probably not going to get caught.
Yeah.
So huge game. I'm sticking with Houston. I think Houston can get it done. Personally, George, obviously you're taking the Chiefs. Your favorite team?
Definitely not. No, and I'm not just not taking them because I hate them. Like I'm taking them because I don't think they're any good. Like they're just not. They're just not that good. Houston are a better team.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
I just can't see this iteration of the Texans offense scoring enough points against Kansas City defense.
Very fair. Very fair.
And especially at home.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. What's the next game we got, Tommy boy?
All right, next game that matters, we got the Eagles at the Chargers.
This is a big game.
This is the Monday night game too.
Monday Night Football. Finally, well, not final. There's been some good ones, but I feel like the last couple of weeks haven't been great on Monday night.
Nah.
So this is a big game. Did you see, just on a side note, did you see that the Cowboys-Chiefs game from a week ago was the
the Thanksgiving one.
most viewed game ever in the NFL?
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost
Regular
58
season.
million people. Yeah, most viewed
Wow.
regular season game
Yep.
ever.
That's twice the population of Australia.
58 million people watched that game live. Watched it live. That's huge. And
If that doesn't show you that football nominates everything, I don't know.
so like the last game 7 of the NBA finals, they said, which I can't remember which one it was,
OKC and Indian Pacers.
a couple of years ago.
No, the one
just
just
gone.
before.
So yeah, it only had like 16 million watching it. That was
Yeah.
game 7.
Yeah.
So if you don't think football owns America, that tells you something.
Football owns everything. This game,
What do you think, George? Give us your thoughts on it.
on paper, we're good enough to win. The Chargers have got a lot of outs.
Jalen Carter out.
Jalen Carter's out. It's a huge out.
Yeah.
He's a very good player. He's been. I don't want to say ineffective the last couple of weeks, but he hasn't been near his best.
Do you think he looked a little bit like disinterested
I
almost?
don't know if
Like,
he looked disinterested, but clearly he's been carrying something. Because
Yeah,
we know
that's
he's
fair
out.
too.
So
Yeah.
it's probably that.
Yep.
Right. On paper we're good enough to win. It's a long flight to LA. Chargers will want this because they're still in touch for the division and B for a wild card.
Yep.
Jim Harbaugh's team is not going to. A Jim Harbaugh coach team is not going to lay down. Doesn't matter how many injuries they got. They're not going to lay down.
can you look up quickly? Is Hampton back, Tommy?
Hampton
Yeah,
is
he
back.
is.
Hampton's back.
He's
So
back.
with Hampton and Vidal, because Vidal's really come on since Hampton's been out. They've now got a bit of a 2-headed monster there, and both different but both physical. A really good tandem. I think the Chargers are going to run the shit out of the ball.
Yeah, they're going to want to. Absolutely, they
and
will.
we've seen like the Cowboys were able to run the ball really effectively on the Eagles a couple of weeks ago.
Chicago absolutely ran it. down
Chicago,
a week ago.
Almost 200 yards
280
rush,
yards.
280 yards rushing on them. It was unreal.
Hurts
And
turning up.
Lockie Kempsey's Hurts turning up.
Doesn't turn up all year. Why is he going to start now?
Don't start your shit.
He's had 6 games under 200 yards, George.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
It's 7, actually.
So what are you going to say? It's fine. You can defend your boy. He's in the room looking at me.
I'm not defending him, but what I'm saying is that it's not just on Hurts. The
No, you're
whole
right.
team needs to turn up.
No,
That's
but
what
what
I'm
you
saying.
say is for every other team, the quarterback takes all the heat.
That's fair. They do take the heat.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts seems to be avoiding a lot of the heat right now.
Oh, yeah. He's the darling.
because I don't think he's played that badly. He hasn't played well, but he hasn't played badly.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I
He
think
hasn't played well. Like I'm not here saying that he's been lighting shit up.
he just doesn't take any risks. And don't get me wrong, that can sometimes be a really positive thing, right? But right now, with the Eagles' offense really struggling,
Bro,
he needs to
there's
take some risks.
There's no risks to take because the scheme is not good enough.
You can't
The
just
route combinations, the things that we're doing offensively are just too vanilla. They're too lackluster. Teams are working it out. What's he going to do? Just going to try and push the ball downfield. All he's going to do is cough it up. There's
That's
no
fair.
point doing
Yeah.
that.
I think I
I
saw.
get what you're saying that
Yeah.
you've got to try and do something, but there's a difference between trying something and forcing something.
Yeah, that's a fair point too. That is
You're,
fair.
you're trying to force, and then all you're doing is coughing the ball up. Then you've got no fucking hope of winning.
Yeah.
At least with this, like, yeah, it doesn't look pretty, but at least we've got 8 wins,
That's true.
right?
I've got some
If
stats to back up Georgie as well.
he's trying to, Tommy, please.
Yeah, so you would say that Herbert's had a better season as quarterback as Jalen Hurts.
Mm, yeah, I would. Yep. That's
So
fair.
Jalen Hurts has thrown 19 touchdowns this year with 2 interceptions
Mhm.
and 2,500 yards. Justin Herbert's
Yep.
had 2,800 yards. He's only thrown 21 touchdowns, but he's had 10 interceptions.
Yeah,
So
that's kind of the nature of Herbert, though. That's like he's going to take risks and throw the ball downfield, which
And that's what
Like,
I'm
I
saying.
think you
No,
want a
that's-
quarterback that looks after the ball, and I think Jalen Hurts has done that this year. He has.
Yeah, that's
You
fair.
can look after the ball and only throw it 3 yards downfield, and it's not effective.
Yeah, like I get your point though, Scott. But if the alternative is throwing it 18 or 20 yards downfield and forcing turnovers and trying to force windows and creating turnovers, well then that's an even dumber option.
Okay, well, why is everyone putting him up here
No
when?
one, no one's
I don't.
doing
I don't
that.
think anyone
No
is
one's
now.
doing that.
I think
Scott.
it's all
That's a
dropped.
complete false narrative.
think that's
in your
dropped
mind
off.
No, it's
only.
not. Up until halfway through this year, he was still getting plastered as a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah, but we talked about this. Like we talked about the wins slapping a band-aid on the issues, right?
Yeah.
Now that the losses have come,
No
Hurts
one
is not
saying
getting the
that he's a
same
top five
flowers. now.
quarterback. No one's saying that. Who said that?
We have messages from you after the Minnesota game saying he's the best quarterback in the league.
Dude, he torched that defense.
That was his one game. He's got over 200 yards.
all right. What's your point, Scott?
I already said it. If you say that he can't throw the ball downfield,
No,
you cannot say he's a top 5 quarterback.
he has the ability to do it.
He underthrows every deep shot.
No, he doesn't. Now he's been a goose.
No,
No, he
mute
genuinely
Scott.
does. He
Mute
genuinely
Scott.
does.
Someone mute Scott, please. Tom, mute Scott.
We got a
can't.
question from Paul to break it up. Philosophical question: would Jaden Daniels be better or worse than Hurts? in
Way
the
worse
Eagles
because
setup?
he can't run the ball himself. He gets injured every time he runs it.
Yeah, I think the
At
current
least-
iteration of the Eagles, he would really struggle.
Yeah, he would struggle massively because
Yeah.
the whole point is that, and that's one thing that Hurts needs to do more of, and that we've completely taken out. Patulo's taken out of our scheme this year.
Battery.
Yeah,
Is
sorry, keep going.
running QB runs, QB powers, QB options, like
The
Kellen Moore-
RPO. The RPO is
Yeah,
gone.
the RPO stuff is
Yeah.
all completely gone. Kellen Moore installed that beautifully last year after like week 3 or week 4,
Hmm.
and we were lighting defenses up with that. That's what I mean when I'm saying the scheme is not working. Apparently, this week Sirianni's taken a bigger hand in the offense, in the meetings, in the scheme for the upcoming game.
Which could be worse.
Well, it could. It can't
Because
be. It can't be any fucking worse than what we're doing now. It can't be, James.
But the thing with the Eagles, and you're saying the scheme and the scheme and the scheme, the thing with the Eagles over the last 3 to 4 years is the scheme has been very basic, but the guys doing it have been elite.
No,
Yeah.
I disagree because last year our scheme was elite.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No,
Yes,
No,
I see.
last year it was Saquon carrying it.
yes, it
Very
wasn't
well.
elite.
And I'm not belittling that.
but
He was
that's my point.
unbelievable.
That the scheme has been very vanilla, but the guys executing it have been elite. Now the guys executing it have dropped off a little bit, and the vanilla scheme is being found out.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. And also having a new OC every year for the last 5 years in a row is definitely not helping.
No, it doesn't help. And that's the problem. And this is like, I think I sent you something during the week on Sirianni. Like, Kevin Pachulo is one of Sirianni's best friends.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what we've seen in the past is when Sirianni either runs the offense or brings in his guys to run it, it's terrible. The only, like, you look at last year, right? The great year they had, which was unbelievable. One of, like, in fairness to them, that's probably the best Philly Eagles team ever, that team last year.
It's got to be up there.
It
Yeah.
100% has to be. So, and that was an outside guy that Howie went, you're not having a say in the offensive coordinator this year. They didn't let him have the say. They brought in Kellen Moore. They won a Super Bowl. They had all the talent, a good scheme. Everything worked last year. Saquon Barkley was one of the best running back seasons ever. And now this year, it's like they've gone, the defense is still strong because it's still got Fangio, who again, isn't a Sirianni hire. That's
No.
a direct Howie hire.
Yep.
And now he's brought in another one of his mates who can't get it done. And he's painting himself in a corner because now he's that too nice a guy to fire him. And he's put himself in a shit position. And it's his fault. If anyone is to blame for this offense's lack of production, it's Sirianni because it's his dude and it's his refusal to fix the problem for the past 12 weeks.
The first part I don't agree with. The second part I do agree with because I don't have an issue with hiring someone from inside the building.
Fine.
That I don't have an issue with.
Yep.
But when you see things are not working and the writing was on the wall early, after week 5, week 6, it was on the wall. Rip the band-aid off then.
Yeah, agreed. And that's poor coaching.
Yes.
And when you're a head coach that doesn't call anything, that's your number one job is to make sure everything's
CEO
coming.
coach, that's what you need to be doing. Not worrying about scheme and X's and O's. That's what you hire people for. You need to be making sure that the ship is going in the right direction. And when it's not, you're the one that has to make the hard calls.
Yep.
And if you're not prepared to make the hard calls, you've got no business being there.
That's fair. I think this will be a low-scoring game. I think the Chargers are a bit dinged up. Herbert's dinged up. I just think the Eagles will be too strong in this game. Personally.
On talent, we should beat them.
Yes, I think Jalen Carter being out opens the door for the Chargers a bit more to run the ball. And if they can do what Chicago did last week, where they can run the crap out of the ball, but also Chicago's offensive line is so much better than the Chargers' offensive line. Like it's chalk and cheese we're talking. So it's going to be real interesting. If the Chargers are able to run the ball on this defense and win this game, the Eagles are in real trouble.
To answer Paul's question, sorry, Scott. Before we get to you, to answer Paul's question, the answer is no. It's not a case of getting ahead of themselves. It's a team and a front office and a culture of they want success, and just winning the division and going out in the first round is not enough for this team. It's not enough for this administration. It's not enough for Howie's guys. Howie wants championships. In his mind, I bet you if you asked him in a private moment, he would say, unless we make the NFC championship game, the season's a failure. That's what he would think.
Yeah, that's fair too. That's
not getting ahead of yourself. That's like, we've got the talent to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, I'm taking Eagles. You're taking Eagles?
Scott?
I'm going Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Chargers. Sorry.
Fucking Chiefs.
He loves the Chiefs.
I think Chargers. I think their defense is still very good, and I think that they won't give the offense a sniff, and they can generate turnovers, positive field position, and then basically it's a home game. So if those things all happen, I think the Chargers will win. And Harbaugh's always going to have a very, very solid defense.
Yeah,
and I have not seen enough from this offense to move the ball consistently, and I think they can get behind the game.
I'll tell you what,
scoreboard pressure from the Chiefs.
Philly would want to fucking show up, like win, lose or draw, whatever. But as a team and as a playing group, they'd want to fucking show up.
Yeah, if they just have a shit game and win by 3 points, 10 to 13 or something.
Show some backbone.
Or on the flip side of that, if they lose 3 in a row, it's almost full implosion.
I think we'll start to see it. I think we'll start. If they lose this game, I think we're going to get some real shitty players in Philly because it's already brewing a little bit.
I'd say it's been brewing for about 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah, I think so too. Like AJ Brown's now getting the ball and now they're losing. So what's his argument now? You know what I mean? Like now he's getting all his stats, but they're not winning football games, which then goes back to the point of, well, if we throw the ball to you, we don't win. So we need to go back to what we win with. So interesting game. Let's go. Tommy, what do we got next, big fella?
We're going to sort of sky through these ones because we've got something special coming up after we do the
Tommy's got some good stuff coming.
All right. Next game, we've got Seattle at Atlanta.
Seattle will frog stomp them early, play with their food for about 2 quarters, and then win by 10 points.
Yeah, win 20 to 30. Yeah. Yep. 100%.
So that's just their MO at the moment. One thing I will say, Atlanta Falcons are one of the best pass defenses in football. Darnold's been prone to turnovers. They pressure well. Yep. That's a recipe for beating Seattle, but I don't think Falcons will be able to score enough points regardless against that defense. I think that defense is so good.
Yeah, good luck for Kirk Cousins.
For Kirky, what's his nickname? 2 Chains Kirk Cousins or whatever.
Oh, wow.
When he had the chains in the plane. I'm taking Seattle all the way. Like Seattle are now, with the Rams losing last week, they are both teams that will win until that game comes up, and that's going to decide the 1 seed in the NFC.
They control their fate.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm a little worried for Kirk Cousins. I really think Seattle.
Yeah, no, they need to get a PSA on him.
Yeah, it could be bad because he can't move either.
He can't move.
No,
although in fairness, the iteration that he had last year, they were running a lot of the playbook out of pistol formation.
Yeah,
and he said, no, put me under center. And since they've done that this year, when he's come back in, he's been a lot more effective and a little bit more how he was pre-injury. So.
He likes that under center because he can run his play action stuff out.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But the issue is, I think Mike McDonald is going to just blitz the corners. So if you play action and boot out, he's dead.
You're running.
He's dead.
Yep.
I think McDonald will scheme it up well. I think playing under center is one of the disappointing things of the modern NFL. Is that
Oh, for sure.
not enough teams do it.
Oh,
It is. People do not understand how big a weapon it is being under center. You can do so many things with it,
Yeah.
and quarterbacks just unfortunately are not learning it in college anymore because no one plays under
Yeah,
center
it's
unless you
all
play for
shotgun.
Army.
Shotgun spread out. And
No
But
one
like,
plays under center.
trying to run out of shotgun, like unless
slow.
you've got very particular blocking, you've only got 1/3 of the field to run to.
Mhm.
But with
Well, because
under
if
center.
you're so just so we can explain it, if you're offset when you're in gun, the running back's offset to a side of you next to the quarterback, right? Under center, they're behind you, so you're center to the line, so you can run. You're balanced to run both sides of the line. When you're in shotgun, you're predominantly going to be running to the opposite side of where your running back sets up.
Yeah.
Or if you want to run the opposite way, it needs to
It's a
be on
counter.
traps and counters
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff, which takes more time in the backfield. And I think modern defensive linemen are so good at penetrating that it ruins those players because you don't have the time to run those players and get lanes. If you get a
Also-
lane, it's huge.
That's
But
where that speed 3 technique comes in. Yeah, you just
Well, that's-
blows it up.
but also running out of gun. If you're a defensive lineman, it doesn't matter where you penetrate because you're still in the play.
Yeah.
But if you're running out of under center, if you penetrate away from the play, it's very hard to chase that down.
and linemen will literally let you do it and wash you across
Yes.
and just be like,
Yeah.
have fun playing in the backfield. You can't
Yeah.
make a play
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So it's a different world. Under center should be more often. Paul Egan, I have no skin in this game, but Atlanta winning would be hilarious given the shit Scott has hung on them this year.
Oh,
Trust me, the Atlanta fucking Falcons suck is
the,
not
and to the
lost
one
on me.
fan that's waiting for this, it's a 5 a.m. game. Sleep in. Don't worry about it. Don't
Very good.
stress.
Seattle all the way. Tommy, what's our next one?
pretty fair.
Next one is what quarter is Miles Garrett going to break the sack record?
Cam Ward's been playing better.
Yeah. This
He's-
is
he's
such
been
a
playing
shit
better.
game. This is just Miles Garrett watch. I
So
said
how
I don't even care about Shador Sanders anymore. The stinks. I don't care. I just don't care now.
Now, the Browns are going to win this game.
They should.
Yeah, they will. Of course.
Because I don't like the Titans really. In fairness to the Titans, when they've played elite defenses, they've actually
played
played
well.
better
Yeah.
against elite defenses. So I don't know. It feels like a Cleveland Browns game to lose, but also I think they run the ball fairly well. Cleveland, they've got better at running the ball. I think Shador's given them some juice, which could still be there in this game, but ultimately they don't have a lot of passing game, which is going to kill them. But I just don't think the Titans will score enough. I think
Titans suck.
I hope Miles Garrett breaks a record in this game.
How many
Nothing.
is he on?
He's on 19.
19.
So he
And
needs.
what's the
He
record?
needs 3.5
22.
more.
You could easily do it.
Yeah,
22.5.
he needs 23.
He needs
essentially,
23.
to
Yep.
break it. So I think TJ Watt got 22 one year and fell half a sack short.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
But everyone's
it's like-
saying that he has to break it within the next sort of 2 weeks for the record to be non-asterisked.
Yeah, that's
Why?
fair because of
Oh.
the extra game.
Oh, fuck off with that extra shit.
No. That's fair. It is
It's
fair.
That's not fair. It's lame.
He's
What do
had
you
a
mean?
good
How-
season
Yeah.
for him to break it this week and
Oh,
no
mate,
one to
look at
bring
those
that up.
17 games,
I
man.
feel
Like, get over it. If you're going to do that, every single stat from when they put in 17 games should be just null and void. Then
I actually agree. I think when they've changed, when they had 14 games and then 17 and now, or 16 and now 18, now 17, they should just stop the stats. They should just stop. They should be like, all right, the records are now set on a 14 game season,
Yeah.
a 17 game season,
Yeah.
a 16 game season.
Yeah.
So the first year they went to 17 games, these are all new records. They all get set that first year and you play for it every year.
Yeah, I agree.
That's personally what I
Well,
think
they
it should
do
be.
in the baseball. That's what they do.
Yeah,
in
that's
baseball.
what in baseball. You're right. When they change rules, like I just think that's what it should be. I should
Yep.
be like, and it goes the same way. Like the Patriots get shit for not going undefeated because they lost to the Giants, which sucks, right? They won 5 more games than the Miami Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah,
undefeated.
72 Dolphins, yeah.
They won more games in the regular season than they did winning a Super Bowl. So I think that should be like they've won more games. It should be a record that's separate, personally.
Yeah.
But shout out, this is 100% Miles Garrett. Watch it. Let's see how he goes.
Shout
And
out.
Cleveland to win.
I love him. He's the best player.
I love him too. I think he's going to go. He's stamping himself as now into one of the best players of all time.
Agreed.
Yeah, very, very comfortably too.
Agreed.
Like he's in JJ Watt, Aaron Donald, that sort of territory now.
Is he
Like,
better than JJ?
potentially, that's where he's getting to. That's the era he's entering.
Mm.
Like, honestly where he's getting to. And golf, like, if he played for a good team, shit, can you imagine how fun he would be? He looked great in Philly green.
Amen.
All right, next game, Tommy.
All right, let's fly. You did this one a little bit earlier, but no one could hear you. So we got the Commanders at the Vikings.
Oh, we can skip it again.
Scotty, so take us away.
No one cares. Everyone watching this game's a loser.
Minnesota in 5. Let's go. Next
Yeah.
game.
Hang on,
Minute-
George.
Oh, winning
Debo Samuel's still fat.
What's that?
Was that Tommy?
Debo Samuel's still fat.
Yeah, of course he is. Look at
My
him.
favorite thing about the Commanders chat every week. It's just like
Sam's eating hamburgers.
And so's Pat Mahomes.
Yeah,
He's fat too.
let's unleash 9 for another 90 yards and 2 turnovers and fucking yeah.
Oh, sorry. We're just getting. We've got a YouTube comment because I made the name of the show. England are still going to win the Ashes, just so you know, because they're probably not. And the Jimmy G91, obviously a Jimmy Garoppolo fan, or actually Jimmy Garoppolo has said it's an NFL show and you'll throw in England are still winning the Ashes, which they definitely are not. Confusion levels are high. Jimmy G91, it's called Rage Bait. I wanted to get some English people in here getting really upset. I hope you're not English. Actually, I hope you are, because that's my goal.
Welcome.
All right, next game, Tommy.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got
Lockie's got
another.
a question.
Oh yeah, let's hit Lockie. He wants to know when Justin Jefferson's going to ask for a trade.
I don't think he's built like that.
He's been very frustrated the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but I just think that he's not the diva archetype receiver.
No, it's probably fair.
He's like a lot more chill, mellow.
I think it'll be, if he asks for it, it'll be next year when the quarterback. So if the quarterback problem's not solved at all, if they roll with McCarthy next year and it's the same, it's exactly the same, then he'll want out.
They
I think-
can't be rolling with McCarthy next year, can they?
Yep.
Absolutely not.
Hey, the Raiders roll with Jamarcus Russell for a second season.
no,
have to.
no. If
They do have to.
They have to sign a veteran. They have to sign a
They
veteran that can
can't.
come in and
They
play,
can't do
which
that.
they did have with Wentz, which is he's a bad veteran, but they did have him.
They
Like, he
traded
got-
for Sam Howell as well.
If
Yeah, like they
if
need
roll
to just
with
bring in a
next
vet.
year, every single person is getting fired.
They should just bring in Mac Jones.
They
not
they
like
genuinely should.
Bring in Mac Jones with Kevin O'Connell. That's perfect. That is the Kevin O'Connell's a Shanahan guy, isn't he? I'm almost
Yeah,
certain.
similar. Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
Not really, but
But bring in, like, Kevin O'Connell was the master of getting decent quarterbacks to play at a high level. Bring in Mac Jones next year. Pay him Darnold contract, 30 million, 35 million, 3 years, first 2 years guaranteed. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Take your chances.
if they-
All Mac Jones' strengths work in Kevin
I think so too.
KOC's scheme. It's just quick release, quick read one part of the
Yeah,
defense.
I think
So,
that would work really well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what
like,
I do.
agree, but there's no way they can roll with.
No, but they might. They might be. If they roll with McCarthy next year, and it's Kevin O'Connell's job, it's gone.
100%.
Oh,
I said that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. All right, next game, Tommy.
We got the Rams at Arizona.
This Rams coming off a bad loss, what they will feel is a bad loss to Carolina, where
it is a bad loss.
it's a bad loss, and they played really poorly. It was the first game they turned the ball over. I think they turned it over 4 times. I feel sorry for Arizona. I think they are going to come in. I think Stafford's going to go absolutely off on them. I think it'll be like 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think it'll be over very, very, very early. Stafford probably won't play the fourth quarter.
This will be
because
over at halftime.
I think so too. I feel sorry for Arizona because I think they've played hard this year, but they're in a really hard division to be an average team. If they're in like the AFC South, they're probably okay. They're probably 5 or
There's
6
probably
wins.
one. Yeah, I was about to say
Like,
6
yeah.
wins. Yeah.
They're probably like
Even
not
in the
not
NFC
out.
South, they've probably got 6 wins.
Yeah, probably. They're probably alive still, but unfortunately they're not. And I think the LA Rams are going to just show them the business tomorrow because I said the Rams and Seattle are fast tracking themselves to that game when they play each other. I don't think either team's going to lose till that game happens. That's going to decide
Hope
the
not.
1 seed.
No, I don't see it happening. They're gonna give them a right touch up.
All right. Next one.
Arizona's plus 5.5. Jesus. Take the over.
Tommy, what's the next one?
We got the other Sunday game. It is the Denver Broncos at the Rams.
Take the over for this too. Oh, actually.
Call me crazy here? This is purely my gut. Obviously, Denver are a much better football team,
Don't.
but
You're not
they
telling me.
only beat him in overtime last. Remember, they beat him in overtime and they went for 2. The Raiders went for 2 and lost in overtime.
Yep.
So
No. Denver beat him on a field goal.
Yeah, 10-7.
you know,
It was 10 to
10
7.
to 7 in London. Sorry,
No,
was that
it wasn't
London?
in London. It was in Denver.
It was literally like 4 weeks
It was
ago.
the windy game where they put the ball down and the ball
the
started.
ball's rolling away.
Yeah.
So they've it's division games. Denver have flirted with losing every single week.
Not
But
this week.
Denver should win this game. But my gut is telling me the Raiders are there's going to be an upset here. I'm taking the Raiders in an upset. I know it
You're an
shouldn't happen.
idiot.
Fair enough.
You're an absolute
Oh,
idiot.
And if they lose, I'll cop it on the chin. But I'm
Idiot's
feeling
strong.
it.
I'm going to go with Goose. You're a Goose.
Goose is
Nah,
fair.
you're-
Goose is fair. Idiot's fair.
You're a
Someone in
dickhead.
the chat, fuckwit. That's fair too. For a whole bunch of different reasons.
Nah,
Not just
they have flirted with losing, but I do agree with that. but it's not this game.
Yes,
Just telling me Raiders.
100% agree with George. They've been flirting with losing. The Raiders are not an NFL team. They're not even a ranked NCAA team.
Brock
They're-
Bowers, 3 touchdowns, Raiders.
My fantasy, I'd love it. Please.
Give me Raiders. Raiders by 3. Raiders in 5.
If I win this week, I'll finish number 1 seed.
There's no way Geno Smith is going to beat a Sean Payton.
I said what I said. Raiders. Next game, Tommy.
Oh, I can't believe I missed this one. It's the 2 flopping them out quarterbacks. We got the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, this is actually going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I tend to disagree.
Yeah, I think Buffalo's going to smoke them.
I think Cincinnati had a nice little win against the Ravens, who were floundering offensively. I think the Bills win this game. I think they win it by 10
need
points.
this. The Patriots are putting up too much of a lead in the division, and they're also 8 wins. They're only like 1 game clear of playoffs in the seeding.
Yeah, they need this win.
They
I think
need
they're going to end the Bengals season this week. I think we're going to not be talking about the Bengals anymore after this week.
End of their season. They're a 4-win team.
They're 2 games behind the division, though.
I know, but
They're not dead in the division.
Come on.
I'm taking Dawkins. So Dawkins is out. Kincaid questionable, but expected to play. Spencer Brown questionable. I'm going to be. I don't know if Spencer Brown is he the right tackle. I think he might be.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills. I think they showed enough last week with the injuries. I think they're just too good. I think they take care of the Bengals.
Yep.
I think
Couldn't
the Bills
agree more.
will win,
Mm.
but it'll be closer than what you think. It'll be a very competitive game.
I think so. I think it'll be competitive. I think it'll be like Bills are a touchdown in front, and they just stay that. You know what I mean? They just get like what Detroit did to the Cowboys, sort of thing. Anytime they need to do it, they just get it done. I think they will beat up on this Cincinnati's defense.
Burrow's back.
Yep.
They'll have their tails up a little bit.
I think Burrow can score some points, but you got to remember the Bengals are an awful defense.
Yeah,
Like
they're
that hasn't gone away.
Not fantastic.
And thanks, Lockie. I thought he was the right tackle. All right, I'm taking Buffalo. Who you taking? Buffalo or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Yeah,
Buffalo. Orange whip.
Comfortably.
Orange Whip. Yep. We're related. We got New Orleans versus the Buccaneers.
Bucks easy.
Yeah, the Saints should be actively trying to not win a game.
Agreed.
Well, Tyler Shook's not that bad.
No, he's not that bad. I think they can roll with Tyler Shook next year.
Yeah.
They should
I think they should roll with him. There's no reason to go and draft a quarterback and suck with him.
Fix the rest of your team.
Yep.
Leave Shook there on a team-friendly deal. Get to the end of year 3 and then make your decision.
Because if Shook sucks next year, they'll still have a chance to draft a quarterback, right?
Exactly.
And then if Shook ends up being good and he becomes your guy, you don't have to draft one. Who cares? Don't just draft one. Shout out to you, Lockie. You always got me, my boy. Especially on the field when I was starting fights and I'm too skinny to fight them.
Bucks will want this win to stay in the hunt for the
Yeah,
division.
Bucks
Need
this because I think the Panthers are playing someone shit, which I'm sure are coming up soon. But Bucks need to stay alive because I'm telling you, they play each other twice in the last 3 weeks, and that is all going to come down to who wins this division.
Very
Bucks
fair.
desperately need it. Next game, Tommy.
All the Panthers are playing with themselves this week. They got the bye.
Oh, they're going to buy this week. The last round of buys. I forgot.
Yeah, Panthers and Patriots.
So are the Panthers 7-5 as well? 7 and
Panthers are 7-6,
7
New
and 6.
England.
So they'll be
11-2,
Right.
and then we got the 49ers and the Giants, the other 2 bye teams.
Jesus, the NFC is a wild run home. I don't think the Panthers or Bucks are getting in as a wild card. I think they have.
No,
God,
it'll
no.
be one
No.
team. from that
Yeah,
division,
one team.
for sure.
Yeah,
All right,
right, before we
next
jump
game.
Before
Oh.
we jump into some fun, we're going to jump over a poo puddle, which is the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
We talked about this before. Dolphins all the way.
Yeah, Dolphins, easy.
The
If the
Jets are
Jets
wearing
beat
their Gotham City uniform,
The
though,
Jets
it's going to look good.
Have you seen their uniforms?
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen their
yeah.
their
That is a-
costumes?
That is the best thing the Jets have done in about.
Looks
6 years.
unreal uniforms. Uniform of the year?
It'd be up there.
Oh,
I like the Seattle throwback line.
Oh, Settle throwback.
I like
sick.
the New England
the
one that they had a couple of
pale
weeks
blue.
ago.
What was that, Tommy?
The New England one they had a couple of weeks ago was
That's the one I was
That
going
was
to
a good
say.
one too.
Yeah,
That was
the
cool
pale blue
too.
New England one. Yeah.
That's cool too. It's definitely better than any throwback the Pittsburgh Steelers have worn for the past 10
The
years.
Bumblebee.
Oh, they're all awful. Every Pittsburgh Steelers throwback is disgusting. Just wear your normal.
The Pittsburgh Steelers are just disgusting. Shout out, Paul.
We're all taking the Dolphins, but I want to preface it by saying no one fucking cares. All right, Tommy, you've got some fun for us. I've been waiting for this. This is awesome.
All
Let's
right,
go.
we got some fun, but before we get into it, this is our intro for it.
In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by 2 separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Oh yes, fantastic.
Preseason dog shit takes. This is not going to go well. Tommy, I'm already.
So
Go.
I had a pretty quiet week at work and decided to listen to the
Yeah, we can tell, right?
the pre-season show from the Vault Studio this year. That was the pre-season extravaganza where you had your pre-season takes on each team and who was going to win the awards for each team. So what I'm going to do is just quickly run through
This is unreal. Let's go.
what you had as. So we'll start with the NFC North because
I don't have mine, so it's fine.
there's a couple of good takes that they came from. I don't know if any of this is going to ring a bell, but everyone thought the Packers were going to be the first seed, which could still happen. James and George had them at 13-3. But the biggest take was the scariness of what the Vikings could produce, and they could almost get to 9 wins, according to George. And
9 wins.
I said,
George's-
how is good they can
and-
get tonight.
Georgie's
And he
your hot take on the Minnesota Vikings.
They're going to
Don't
play
look out for-
playoffs.
No, don't look out for the train wreck of JJ McCarthy. He's going to be the Viking starter for the next 10 years. And I quote,
That is absolute fake news. There's no
go and
fucking
listen to the show. Go and listen to the show.
fake news.
We shouldn't laugh because they're coming for us. Don't worry.
I'm 0 on the board so far.
Absolute
Scotty
news.
thought the Lions were going to be 14-2,
I still stand by it.
and the Bears were going to be dog shit in the division and maybe win 7 games. They're currently at 9 wins.
They're not going to win another game. That's all right.
Yeah,
All
good
right,
start.
rolling into the AFC North. This was at the start of the year. Everyone thought
Before the
Ravens
Bengals.
were going to dominate. All on Bengals watch. James, you had him at 11-6 for the Bengals. George had him at 10-7, and so did Scotty.
Yeah, all right, fine. I mean, all right. Burrow also missed 3 months of football.
No,
Like,
no, exactly. That's hindsight's a great thing, but thought the Pittsburgh Steelers were going to be dog shit, and that
They
Aaron
are.
Rodgers was not going to play half the season.
Well, in fairness, he statistically has had half the year off.
All right. NFC East time. This is where the fun
no.
really begins. So, Georgie, you reckon the Eagles were going to go 14-3? And
They're on
so
track.
did you, and so did you, Scotty.
Yes.
They're definitely on track. They've already got 4 lots. Don't you leave him hanging. Yeah, okay. All right. So the Eagles
said
they've already got 4
there was
losses.
no-
That's gonna be tough.
There is no. So, just to preface this came out the day Micah Parsons got traded to the Green Bay Packers. This episode, just so that's prefaced. And you wanted to make note of the point that the Cowboys were going to be actively in tank mode all year because of this.
I think I thought because Schottenheimer got hired, that I think me and George thought they were going to one and done him to get Belichick.
Yeah.
I actually think that's exactly what we said. And
I
happily, and Scotty stood by him. He liked his boy Shotty.
do like Shoddy.
Yeah.
And if
As
you
I said,
said-
I'm
and they-
happily wrong about Shotty.
Tom, before
And
you
the-
start tearing us down, where's the takes that we get right? This
Never.
is bullshit.
There's none.
There's a couple coming. There's a couple
Entitled.
coming, and I'm sad to say most of them are going to sit with the big Spanakopter in the middle. He's hit a few absolute nails on the head. I'm really sorry to say early, which is not going to help his head.
I keep telling
But-
these two-
He's just
Tommy,
the Patriots. I'm so sick of hearing about
telling
these
these two
Patriots.
idiots that I know ball,
No.
and nobody fucking listens. Thank
Nah,
you,
it's not
Tom.
a- But anyway, the Cowboys were going to be lucky to make 7 games. The Washington Redskins is what you all called it. It was pretty funny. 8 and
Is
9 was a
this
pretty-
me now? Is this me?
No, that was Scotty. And
Ah.
Jimmy, you had the Eagles at 12-5, which I reckon's going to be pretty
Mate,
bad.
I just know ball, man. What do you want from me?
We're 1 game off.
All
Hey,
right,
2. You said 3. 3 losses.
AFC East. This is where the bloodbath really begins. So
Oh,
everyone, all 3 of you thought the Bills were going to be 15-2, sweeping the division, not losing a game in division. The Patriots are going to be lucky to win 7 games, except for George, who said they're going to win 11-6, which he
hasn't
well done,
told us
bud.
about that, actually.
I've
I'm shocked.
I've forgotten about that, George.
Did you actually
did
say
you
that?
Forget that?
Had you forgotten you said that? You had that take?
No, I forgot it for the last 2 weeks.
I can actually remember that Scott's face when George said they win 11 games. I can vividly, it's like a core memory of mine, you looking at him like, you fucking moron.
I do have that look a lot.
Yes.
In fairness.
There was a clip of it and everything, and you were like, what? Are you fucking stupid? No, you're not.
I was listening to the show, and that look, you could hear that look come across. And that was
Very good. Hey, good call, George.
The Dolphins were going to be about 5-2. That was what you reckon, Scotty. 5-2 for the Dolphins. George had them at 2 wins, and James, you just said they were going to be dog shit. So I reckon.
Yeah. I mean, you two had him for first coach fired, which I'm not going to bag you for because I had Shane Steichen.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to get there. We're going to get
that one.
5-2.
Awesome.
How did we get him?
5-12, I think he was.
5-12.
5-12.
Well,
Sorry.
you're on pace.
NFC South. This is again going to be bad because everyone thought that the Panthers were going to be absolutely atrocious this year, lucky to win 8 games. The Falcons were going to be the best team in the division.
I never said that.
And George, you said that after this season, Penix was going to be the out-and-out best quarterback in the NFC South.
Yeah, that sounds like something I said.
I would actually call you a liar, but you've listened to it, so I can't.
I never said the Falcons were going to be good.
Yeah, fair. You did say they were going to win 2 games.
I think I had the Bucks being really good. I think I actually had them when I did my predictions.
Yeah, you had them at 12-5. Yeah, the Bucks were pretty good, but I think just missing out on what the Panthers were going to be this year, I think, was the big one.
Well, I mean, they've only won 6 games. Let's just fucking calm down.
Yeah,
I like how
7-6.
Yeah.
I like how
AFC South.
We're frisky.
And then we shit ourselves at the last minute.
Well, we said 7 wins. That's frisky. That's all right.
Yeah, frisky.
Wait till we get to the AFC West. Don't worry. AFC South, we got the Texans. Everyone thought they were going to win 12 games. And Georgie, you reckon that CJ Stroud was going to be the best quarterback in the division by the end of the season?
In fairness, he might still be.
Yeah, fair.
Not the best. Don't you dare say what I said. I know what I said.
Yeah, your take on Shane Steichen wasn't fantastic because Danny Dimes is going to shit the bed at halfway through the season.
I believe, and I quote, I said, you hedged your bets to Daniel Jones and you were going to get fired.
Correct.
Yeah.
I probably agreed with that.
You're still pushing for fucking Richardson at that point too.
The Tennessee Titans. Jimmy, you reckon that they were going to shock some teams this year with how good they could be with Cam Ward leading the way? George, you had getting 8 wins. And Scotty, they were going to be real frisky because you just don't know what they're going to be this year. And they are shit.
Yeah, fair point. Number 1 pick, I believe.
Yeah, very true.
At this point.
All right. We'll roll through these. NFC West. Everyone had the Seahawks just dominating this division, which is pretty fair. Same with the Rams. The Rams are going to win about 12 games. Then the drop-off came for the Cardinals. But the big kicker you did say, about 10 wins, George, you reckon the Niners were going to win 12 games, but it was all on injuries. And I reckon that's pretty
fair. That's pretty fair.
Of what's happened this year. And especially behind CMC, you were like, if he has a really good season, then it is what it is. And I think that's pretty much...
They're riding him into the ground, and it's proven to be correct.
All right. The fun one, the AFC West. So everyone had the Chiefs at least 13 games.
That's done. George got it right.
I think I had him. I had him for 11 wins. 11 wins, I think.
No, you had them for 13.
Did I?
Oh, I thought you said they were going to drop off. That was your big claim. You said they were going to, because of what the Eagles did in the Super Bowl.
Scotty's big claim was they were going to be lights out all year and dominate every team that they played on offense. That was what Scotty said.
Lights out.
The Broncos were going to win about 13 games, which is pretty fair. Scotty, you thought Genty was going to run for at least 1,100 yards this year for a rookie running back.
How many yards is he on? I'll look that up. You keep going. I'll look it up.
700 or something.
And I quote, he has to run for that many yards because with Chip Kelly running the offense, they're going to be a good offense this year and win a lot of games. Chip Kelly's been fired, Scotty.
Big Chip Kelly guy, man. Genty has 635 yards.
Yeah.
So it's looking unlikely he'll hit that 1,000-yard mark.
Looking grim.
He's got time. He's got time.
All right. So just to preface before we...
The way you said Chip Kelly's now been fired.
Yeah.
Spot on.
And he was fired like a month ago.
So, the way that these are going to look, so going from left to right, it's pretty much James, George, Scotty. So when you see the heads come up on the screen. That's who's picked them. So starting with first coach fired, we've prefaced this before. Jimmy, you had Shane Steichen, and George and Scott had Mike McDaniel, who he's
Pretty
probably done
safe.
enough. He's
Yeah,
I don't know how he escaped it personally.
It's pretty safe.
I still think Callahan was stiff to get fired.
I think so too, personally. I do.
No, well
All right,
deserved.
Moving on to coach of the year, which is again it's a bit interesting because Mike McDonald and Scotty and George had Mike Vrabel, which
They're probably the two favourites.
With Ben Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's right,
Ben
yeah.
Johnson's probably going to
I
win
don't
it.
think-
and
I
Shane
think
Steichen.
they had 10 wins last year. Like McDonald can't win.
But if they go to the number 1 seed, why can't he win it?
It's because they just won't give it to him.
Because
No,
the
I know,
Patriots
I
I'm
have
not
know.
saying he
all-
shouldn't win it,
Yeah.
but that's what they do. They'll take
Ben Johnson's going to win
it'll be
it.
Vrabel or Ben Johnson. 100%.
No, but because the Patriots had 4 wins and now they're going to have 12.
Yeah, but
That's
Ben
why.
Johnson, because they've been
If-
shit.
put it this way, Ben Johnson wins the award this week if he beats the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, he does.
It's they're writing it in pen before the season's over.
Yeah.
10.
Yep, in
I like
pen.
it.
Because if you write in pencil, you can rub it out.
Thanks, mate.
Pen, you got to use one of those whiteout things where you like rub it on and then you can write over it. You know, those
Shut
little
up.
things?
It's a scene, bro.
Right. Next one, the Kim Kardashian Award, which
Yeah.
we've got Aiden Hutchinson for Scotty and Jimmy, and Georgie went for CMC, which I
Oh,
think
just give it to him now.
I think CMC should win it.
Absolutely, he should. He's had a hell
Or
of a
can,
year.
can Joe Burrow win it for a third time? Is there a way they can? Was he injured last year? Can they give it to him?
if he gets them into the playoffs, who knows?
Well, no, he'll just win it next year when they win 12 games. That's what
Yeah.
he'll get his
Yeah.
third comeback. His third Kim Kardashian
He's
award.
got more coming. He's back.
I think CMC's. I think that's a pretty. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think he could
that's a good
definitely
one.
get it.
Yeah,
I think he probably will. Him or
Scott-
Prescott. Apparently, Prescott's eligible, which is fucking wild. Missed the
Scotty's
fight.
favorite award, if you listen back, he was really, really adamant how much he loved this award. It was the Protector
Go
of
line.
the Year.
Yeah.
Do you
Trash.
guys remember who you picked for Protector of the Year?
Penny Sewell.
I think I had Panay Sewell.
No,
Have
I
a big
don't.
George.
Yeah, you would have
your
picked Lane
favourite-
Johnson. for sure.
Yeah, who you said looked like you last week. It is Penny Sewell and Lane Johnson.
How good's my memory?
He kind of does look like me for what's
I just remember Scotty shitting on this award, being like, "Why is
I'll stand by it. It's a
why
shit
do O
award.
lineman get an award?"
Yeah, it's shit.
He hates O lineman.
No. I appreciate O linemen more than most, but I'm just saying that there's also probably 12 other positions that don't get looked after.
It should.
She's your fucking
O-line,
woman.
Protector
Jesus
of the
Christ.
Year.
Let the men have an award, man.
Protector
Jesus
of the
Christ.
year should be what college do, which is the full offensive line. It's a group that get it.
Sure.
So, like in college, they give the offensive line of the year, and the whole
Yeah.
room get it. I think that'd be a
Okay.
better award.
This is
I think-
the exact same conversation you guys had about the college and everything.
Who's the
No.
clubhouse winner, for what it's worth? Do we know?
So I googled it, and I don't think anyone cares because I could not find a tally or an answer.
Very fair.
Lane,
I'm sure-
Lane Johnson's up
number one
there. But
rated?
Lane Johnson's up there because, but with injuries, it's probably going to hurt him.
Lane's missed too many games. I'd like to know who's the number one
Well,
rated.
hang on. You just keep going. I'll say who's the favorite.
Can you tell me who the number one rated lineman is on PFF?
Could be
I think
Campbell.
it'd be. Oh, is it Will Campbell? Oh, if it's Will
It could
Campbell,
be.
Will Campbell should win Rookie of the Year, but he won't. I think it'll be Penay Sewell.
No, there's no market for it.
No, he isn't. He isn't.
No. All right.
That's good.
right.
Next one.
Next one, we got Defensive Rookie of the Year. These are fun. So this
Ooh, let's
is-
go.
you had Jahad Ward.
No, I had Jahad Campbell
Yeah, Jahad Campbell.
from the Giants,
Yeah.
from the Eagles. Sorry.
He won't win it. He hasn't played enough snaps.
I don't know.
From
Is
Tennessee.
Jahad Ward a real player or did you AI that guy?
No, he's from Tennessee.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, he was the
Defensive
guy
rookie-
that hit
Defensive
Rodgers in
rookie
the
of the year.
preseason game late. Oh, they're just
Yeah.
rookies. No. Yeah, okay. Well, I meant Jahad Campbell, which is gone now, I think.
I like how
Um,
Walter Nolan's dominated but missed the first 10 weeks.
Walton Rollins had a
And,
very good comeback.
And George had the Tugathon in the Giants locker room. And although
I believe you said last week has entered bus category.
Yeah.
He's in the discussion.
And can I tell you something? What happened to me? I looked up Jahad Ward, and then as I went to write Jahad Ward, went to write Abdul Carter, and for a second, my Google search said Jahad Abdul, and I don't want to tell you that now I'm on the list
Yeah,
somewhere.
guy knocking on the door.
dicey territory there, my man.
All right,
Um,
next one.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. We've got a couple more to go. Offensive Rookie of the Year. We got Amari Hampton for Jimmy, Cam Ward for Georgie, and Trayvon Henderson.
He's a
Who,
big guy, Scotty.
yeah, apparently from what you were saying about Trayvon Henderson, everyone's big on Trayvon Henderson, even himself. So he's from his locker room
But
days back in
he's had a
college.
decent year. He's the best of those three for sure.
If Hampton get injured, he'd be better. But I think it's going to be Ibuka or Warren, surely.
Yeah, it has to be one of those two.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. All right.
We got okay. This is the big one. So Depoy, do we remember who we had for Depoy?
I had Jared Verse.
Did I have?
Who you had for comeback player of the year?
I do have Aiden Hutchinson. Is that because
Yeah.
I said I got? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I had Miles Garrett.
And George had Miles Garrett, who I
But
think
it's in pen. He's got it. It's
Yeah.
his.
it is correct. So well done. I'd have to say, Georgie, good job there. Next one, offensive player of the year. This one,
Do I
not so
have
much.
JSN?
No,
Oh, bummer.
you.
I had Gibbs.
Yeah, Scotty had Gibbs, and Georgie
I remember
had.
just quickly.
So Depoy, good.
You
Offensive player of the
fucking
year.
homer. He's lucky to be in the league at the
And I
moment.
quote,
George.
no reason to think he won't just
No.
run for 2,000 yards
I
again.
didn't
And
say
no, and I
That's actually-
quote, I guarantee you right here, right now, at the end of the season, he'll have between 1,500 and 1,800 yards. And I quote what you said, George.
That's not an unrealistic fucking expectation.
It is
No,
if you watch this season.
Expectation and
This is-
reality. We're
yeah,
living in reality now.
We're learning very quickly.
But at the time,
no,
In fairness, Jameer Gibbs, like he's only competing with fucking JSN. Like JSN's going to win it or JTT, but I think it's JSN's to lose now. Like he's still potentially on track to break the receiving record.
nah, he only had 20 yards or something. He's dropped off.
Yeah, but he just needs one big game again, right? He just needs one 200-yarder, and he's right back in the race again, which could happen this week. Like he's got his chances. I think Gibbs was a good pick. Like Chase has been pretty good, like the old spitter. He'd be like number 2 or 3 behind JSN. I'm pretty sure he'd be top 5. Like,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
100% sure.
I think he's third in receiving.
Yeah, no one had Pickens having as good a season as he did either as a receiver. So,
No, that-
and then we got 2 more to go. You got MVPs.
Oh, I had Mahomes.
You did have
I-
Mahomes.
I had Burrow, didn't I?
Yeah, and
George
George
had
was
five.
just playing safe. No, he was playing safe, and Josh Allen.
Jalen.
Yeah.
It's fair. None of them are going to get it.
No.
No,
It's Stafford.
it is
Yeah.
Stafford.
Yep. Yep.
I don't see a world where Stafford doesn't get it.
Yep. Nah.
Drake May could still get it if they ball out.
Who, sorry?
Drake May could still get it if Patriots ball out for the rest of the
It wouldn't
season.
surprise me. Yeah, Drake May's he's definitely probably second now.
I think if
He's
Seattle
with
beat
Darnold.
Rams and then Packers and Patriots have the better record, that's probably going to be Drake May.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, because I think Darnold's just dropped off a little bit the last
I
couple
don't
of
have an
weeks.
issue with that. If Drake,
And they always love a first-time MVP as well. Josh Allen.
Yeah, they do. They love giving it to a first-time white, handsome gunslinger.
Amen.
In fairness, is there one more?
And the last one is who everyone picked for the Super Bowl.
Oh, I was Lions,
Surely I had Cowboys.
Bills.
Give it to it.
I think I had Eagles Bills.
You did. So did Scotty,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
James had the Packers and the Bills.
So, hey, it's
And
not.
you
they're
call
not
me a
all-
hater.
They're not all unrealistic. In fairness,
No, they're
there's a
not.
chance
Yeah,
they
true,
all.
because there's one
You're-
NFC team and one AFC team you both named, so they're both not realistic. So
And they're still in all teams are in playoff contention still. I'll take it.
there's 4
Ah, yeah.
teams that have been eliminated now.
It
But-
could be much worse. That's all I'm saying. Because I think
No,
I was going to put at one point.
That's what I wanted to say. I feel like nothing was too far off the mark. I feel like everyone was there and about, but there was just a couple in there that, if you listen back to, it was good for a laugh. But definitely,
Steichen the worst one. I literally said that Danny Dimes is going to get Steichen fired, and now looks like he's going to save Steichen, and Steichen saved Danny Dimes. He's now Indiana Jones. We don't even call him that
Hang on,
anymore.
That's not just a note then that they're making playoffs. Just
Yeah,
yet.
in fairness, if they don't make the playoffs and Danny Dimes falls apart and they miss out on the playoffs,
Yeah.
could Steichen get fired then?
No, but Danny Dimes is probably gone.
That's fair. Yeah, very. Hey, Tommy, shout out to you
Yeah,
for
that's
doing
great.
that, mate.
That's
Legend,
great.
bro. Love
it was just
thank
something to do, and I just thought it would be a laugh, and it was.
you.
Obviously, you didn't sit there and write down the ones we got right, which
Yeah, no.
which scares me. There
Don't
might not
worry
have
about
been
them.
many. In fairness.
Hey, if I'm
Yeah.
running at 98%, you're still going to get some wrong, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was,
100%.
it was a grim listen, but yeah, well done.
Cheap shot.
That's
from
what all our
Tommy.
listeners say every week.
Snipes in the chat.
It's not- he's part of the team. It's because I haven't called him a co-host yet. That's why he's lashing out. He's lashing out. All
Hey,
right,
I
thank
was
you for
part
that.
of the show then. I can still say it. All
That's
my
very true.
preseason predictions were correct because there's no.
that's very
Francis-
true.
Yeah,
They don't
I'll like to
exist
get
in
yours
the
in
world.
writing for next year.
Very fair. All right, that is it for us this week. Enjoy football tomorrow. Make sure you get around
There's some
our
good
friends. Some good games. Get around our friends, the sponsors at Sporting Globe, Churnside Park. Download the app. Change your sponsorship to the Vault Studio. Get in there, buy a meal, have a couple of beers. Hard rated orange on tap down there now, which is just delightful.
Oh, yeah.
So get down there and enjoy it. And shout out to Dave and Eloise. He gave me some stats yesterday. It's actually looking really good. So people have been getting down there and looking after
Fantastic.
us, which
Thank
is
you, guys.
awesome.
We can finally fix our shit audio.
I think it might be a skill issue in this year. And
Yeah.
that's not a shot at Tommy because when he's in the room, nothing seems
Yeah,
to go
no,
wrong.
no. It's we need Tom.
He's our bell cow. Shout out to Tommy at home tonight running the show. Went fairly good, except for I don't know what happened in between there. We just had to restart some
Can't-
stuff.
So we're not placing the blame on Tom for that, are we?
Oh, no, we are.
100% not.
Oh, so who's the
No,
we're not? Okay, yeah, no, I'm with you two. Yeah, shout out to you, Tommy. Shout out
It's
to you,
your
big guy.
Wi-Fi. That's what I'm shouting out.
All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you Wednesday night for the podcast. Peace, everybody.